Welcome back to Pines to Palms, guys. Today we're going to be using some Federal Punch chambered in .22 long rifle on some wild hogs. Now these are actually self-defense rounds and they're meant to be used out of a pistol. They got this little flat nose bullet on it. And on the box it says they're moving at 1,070 feet per second, but they're measuring that out of a 2-inch barrel. I'm going to be using my Henry carbine. It's got a 16.5-inch barrel on it. And when I ran these rounds over my chronograph, I was getting around 1,600 feet per second, which is super fast. Now, when I went to go sight the gun in at the range, just like the CCI Stingers, these rounds did pretty good up to about 20 yards. They all grouped around the size of my fingernail. But once you get out to 50 yards, the groups really open up to about 3 or 4 inches. So we're going to have to get these hogs pretty close if we want to make a good shot. So I made it back into this oak hammock and it is super wet. It's tough hunting in the summer in Florida because every afternoon there's a giant thunderstorm and the wind swirls around constantly. But there is one day this week where the wind's going to be going straight from the south. So I'm hoping to get out. I have a tree stand right over there and I have this corn feeder filled up with apple flavored corn. So this should be the perfect setup to get a hog with the old Henry 22 and some Federal Punch. It's only a 20-yard shot, so hopefully we can get it done. I just made it out into the stand with the Henry 22 carbine loaded up with some Federal Punch. When I was walking in, I saw a lot of fresh rooting, and I actually spooked 3 hogs as I was walking in. But I was downwind of them, and I think they just heard me wading through the water, so they kind of trotted off. So hopefully they're not too far away. I do have a really big thunderstorm behind me, so I'm hoping that passes, the wind stays in my face, and some of these hogs come back in. But let's wait and see what happens. Dropped him right there. Man, that was a perfect shot. Oh man, my adrenaline's going. I thought he was gonna spook off. He walked right under my stand, and luckily I walked in from behind me, so he didn't smell me, but man. Let's go down there and take a look. I just climbed down from the tree stand, and here's our little tiny shell casing, which is all you need to take down a hog, especially if they're close enough. So this one was about 20 yards away, which is just perfect for this 22 and this 4-power scope. But let's go take a look at it. So this is actually a pretty big sow. I'm guessing it's around 80 pounds. I'm not too good at guessing weight, but it's pretty big for around here. And there's the shot perfectly right in the ear. That's where you got to aim with these 22s. And it dropped instantly. A perfect humane kill. I know people say you shouldn't use a 22 on hogs, but if you can hit them right in the head, it's absolutely perfect. Alright, so I dragged this hog away from the feeder, and it is definitely over 80 pounds. So I think that's a pretty bad guess. It's probably over 100. Anyways, I flipped it over to see if I could find an exit hole, and I cannot find one anywhere. So believe it or not, I think that federal punch, that super strong little bullet, got stuck in its head somewhere, or it ricocheted and came out of a weird angle. But anyways, when I leave its head here, I'll come back in a few days or weeks and see if I can look at the skull and see where that bullet went. Thanks for watching, guys. Fall is right around the corner, and I have a bunch of fun hunts planned. I hope that God blesses you, and I'll see you on the next episode.